We got business to get to.
Yes. I want to welcome y'all to the You Wasn't Outside podcast on the Grown Folks Podcast Network. I'm one of your hosts. I'm doing the most normal ass Carl to
DJ
my front. I have my
Carl
man at Just Lex, and we are in the middle of a storm.
Lost Carl and Just Lex.
Allegedly.
Just trying to live my best life, man. I can't find any hurricane pictures. They always show you the flooding. It's basically what, an ocean tornado?
That's fair.
But no one's ever seen one.
What you mean?
I just feel like I've never they only show me like aerial view, like from a satellite.
What kind of view are you trying to get?
Like Twister.
Oh, you trying to get inside?
Yeah.
I mean, that was the reason that was the whole thing, like because people don't see the inside. So
Right.
That's why they were trying to make the.
I feel like we have enough technology now for you to show me what the hurricane looks like on the inside.
I think you can. I think you're just not searching right.
I mean, I searched
think
the
that
word
there's
hurricane.
like what do they call it? The artist depictions.
I need to see it.
All right.
I want to see it full fledged.
All right.
Yeah. Kids is worried. My stepson has a real fear of tornadoes. So when I told him that a hurricane coming,
he lives in the right place, I guess.
Well, I guess is a great term right now. I said, "Hey, hurricane's coming." He paused whatever he was doing and looked back at me. He was like this. You mean like a water tornado? So yeah. He said, "Is it going to destroy our house?" I was like, "Well, this time we got lucky, young king."
The way your mama acting. You would have swore it was going to be a category 10.
Yeah, absolutely. Nah, she cool though. She cool. We ain't worried about it that much. But yeah, what's up with you, man? What's new?
I'm chilling, bro.
Just living. All right, there we go.
We got a fantasy draft today. I heard it's a little different, so I'm not going to be auctioning off black people like I was last year.
Nah, but because they're doing it online. I ain't even going now. I'm gonna just do it at the house.
You still taking me home? Shit.
You need a ride home? Yeah,
That was the whole thing. I would have went home first.
Look, man, the way you was talking Friday, I didn't know what you was talking about. Honestly, I left there with the understanding that you didn't need a ride home, but I'll give you a ride home.
Damn. All right. Well, for sure.
I'm heading straight to the hurricane, it seems now. Shit coming up from Mexico.
Yeah,
and you inland? Oh, yeah, you getting a lot of winds.
I'm biking over there, too. It's only 2 miles, but
you bugging.
I'll make it.
In the rain?
My electric bike ain't charging now. The one time I need it.
Oh, yeah, you got a little light?
A little light?
Yeah.
What's that mean?
You 30, man. You can have a light on your bike, bro. Don't gotta be naked. Yo, you still put the card in the what do you call it?
The spokes?
In the spokes. I was gonna say sprocket. You still put the lights in the spokes? Yeah.
I ain't never did that.
Yeah. Oh, you wasn't outside.
I was outside. I just didn't do it.
You wasn't real, did? What's up,
That's
man?
fine.
Hell, you been cool for too long, dog. Oh yeah, y'all can do that. I
didn't say it like it wasn't a cool thing. I just never did it.
You ain't never held it upside down and cleaned the rims on it?
Of course
like it was,
I did.
All right. Hey, I just want to make sure. You know what? Go ahead, my hand class, dog. Let's live in the moment. Come on, man. We ain't did it in a while. Shit you wasn't outside for, man. Let's do it, man.
Start it off.
And you know what pisses me off? My man that found a 90s page somewhere on his Instagram, and there's some fire on there. Refuses to write that shit down. He just sit there nostalgia in the moment, reminiscing, and then scrolls to the next thing.
Yeah, that's probably my fault.
Probably. We've established that.
That's a fair assessment.
Shit you wasn't outside for. I was thinking of so I was at the course and there was a lyric that came on and he was talking about mood rings. And I was like, damn, I forgot about mood rings. They even sell them anymore. Have you seen one?
I mean, you gotta find the earthy.
Okay. So now we get into it because that's what I was thinking
you
about.
Gotta find the earthy chicks.
All the earthy chicks is like the moon ring chicks now. All the moon ring chicks is the earthy chicks now, right? Instead of checking your body temperature and they're going from a dark black to a teal green, right? Now
they burning sage and eating sea moss.
And they're conspiracy theorists now too.
Yeah.
Because you know who else had a mood ring? You guessed it. I'm sure she did. I'm going to ask her. Ask her one day. Just ask her. Lex got a homegirl that is a conspiracy theorist if I ever seen one. I'm talking them HTML pages that be blinking and shit. She believe that as word. That's gospel.
That's my girl though, man.
Yeah, I know it is, man. Somebody wrote that shit in the underground basement in Boston. I'm telling you. But yeah, mood rings, man. I'm not a mood ring guy, but
that's funny.
I used to try them on though.
Did you?
Absolutely.
What color did it turn?
That's why the teal green is the one I remember. But then you have to look
at. Does that mean diabetes?
That was funny. That was funny. That was your best one in a while. That was pretty good. Knocked me off my pivot. That was what's up. But yes, so mood rings. Next one, Oregon Trail. That was my game. Now,
Hey,
I went back to it in college. They had it on iOS. But it's gone now.
yeah,
So
I played. Last time I played, it was on the fatback computer that had the super teal or orange.
Did Sarah have consumption?
The light bright Apple joints?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, you know what?
They had that
Steve Jobs was a genius.
The Zamorano library.
Steve Jobs was a genius. Those were fire, not because of what they did. They were basic computers. But he found a way to hit a niche and showing you like, yo, if I make something look cool enough and just run a program on there, you're going to buy it. And sure enough, them computers, I used to want one. Like the Macintosh was boring to me. As a kid, like that's perfect marketing. Anyway, but yes, Oregon Trail. That was my shit.
I used to take all the risk in the world when he had to cross the lake. And I was
yeah,
like, I could do it.
I remember you hunt deer too, right? Or buffalo.
Buffalo, everything. Snake.
The snow comes. So I asked the
Putting
girls at my job.
The whole trail at risk.
I said, oh, y'all remember Oregon Trail? I forgot. Oh, girl's 26. I was like, damn. 4 years will get you out the market, right? Like if I'm in fourth grade and you come in first grade, by the time I graduate and you're in fourth grade, your experiences are completely different. So, but I'm what? She's 25, 26. So I'm legitimately about 7.5 years older than her. Like that's a whole generation. She said, what's that? I said, oh, shit. I had to go around and start asking some more 30-year-olds. Like, yo, you remember Oregon Trail? And consumption? That's what I still don't know what consumption is. The common cold?
Consumption?
Yes. Why you mad at you? You get mad because I don't know what it is?
No, I don't know the context of what you're talking about.
That's what they would say.
They would say
Sarah died of consumption.
Oh, you talking about on the game?
Yeah.
I don't remember that part. Consumption, yeah, consumption sounds like she got poisoned or some shit.
I'm about to look it up real quick because it's bothering me now.
Consumption means, I know what the word consumption means.
I know what consuming something is, but I don't know what it is in terms of like.
So in terms of Oregon Trail, it makes it sound like poison.
I'm about to ask it right now. I only got one finger free. I can really type.
Who am I? Who am I? Hurricane, but you can call.
Oh, it's like tuberculosis.
Hurricane. Really?
It's a wasting disease, especially pulmonary or tuberculosis.
That makes sense for Oregon Trail times.
Yeah. Oregon Trail times is crazy. Oh, Paul. Oh, I don't know if we talked about this one yet.
Got hit by the snake bite.
That is true. Sarah had to hold the fort down. They was having single moms in Oregon Trail. It's crazy. Hey, single dads too. It was fair. Now, the only thing they should have did was put Negroes in there.
For Oregon Trail?
But the newer version. Like, yo, man, like, let me be a black family.
Right, but the Oregon Trail is based on...
There was black cowboys, right?
Yeah, but Oregon Trail is based on, like, actual events. I don't think there was too many black people.
What was the Oregon Trail again?
Like Lewis and Clark?
Yeah, but what was that? Just to find...
No, there's a lot of trauma in Oregon Trail.
That's what I was saying. I was like, yo, there's a history
but
that I'm missing.
It wasn't black trauma this time. It was like... It was
Native American.
Native American trauma and some other shit.
Absolutely. Trail of Tears, all that.
Trail of Tears is crazy.
Yeah. Just to call it that off rip. That means that the other side like named it that. There ain't no way that no natives said, "Hey, we gonna call this a trail of tears in our history."
They was crying a lot.
Yeah, that's up there with that Hawaiian pizza joke that y'all put in there. I'm not gonna say it on here because that was crazy.
Damn, I missed that one.
Yeah, it was kind of wild in there. I was touch and go this week in there. It was kind of wild. Other one, T9.
I never did that.
I never did it, but I seen people get to it, and I was like, damn, that looked like it makes sense.
I couldn't get to it.
Matter of fact, I think you need a 9-digit phone to be able to do it, though. It wouldn't make sense to have it on a full keyboard. So I have not seen T9 since 04, 03-ish, around that time.
I've never seen a man do T9.
It wasn't nobody in my family, no other homies or whatever. Nah, you right. Matter of fact, around the time T9 came out, sidekicks were made available, so then it was no longer needed anymore.
Yeah.
To my knowledge. Because text messaging, I feel like the window was only like... Remember you used to send a text and you wouldn't have... I wonder...
10 cents?
Yeah, but I mean, like, I wasn't writing paragraphs back then. I used to make sure whatever, like, simping I was doing or whatever, I could get it off in 50 characters.
Back then, because I've been me for a long time, I was doing album reviews on the Razr phone.
That's nasty.
And it wasn't sending one big
You could never feel the buttons on there either, but
it
you
wasn't,
just knew what they were.
It wasn't one big paragraph. It would send it in pages. So it'd be like 6 pages long, and it would come up, and it was like, I'd send it to, the first version of the group chat.
Yeah.
And it would come off as like a chain letter. I remember one time, I had been doing this shit for like a whole year. And Debo was like, hey, you should be reviewing albums, man. I said, Debo, what the fuck do you think I've been doing every Tuesday? He said, oh, I thought you was sending chain letters. Telling me if I don't love God, then I won't send this to like 6 other people.
We should have put that in there. I forgot all about those.
I'm like, yo. I was like, you ain't never read one of them?
Those are changed because
I thought they were chain letters. I was like, dog, I've been reviewing albums for like at least a year now.
Now there's chain comments in the form of bots, like on Instagram. Like, oh, try this for free. DM us. Like, those are the chain comments now. So that's what I'm gonna call them. Chain letters. I forgot all about
chain
that.
Letter, man. If you don't love God,
like, don't like text your best friend and tell him you love him now, or you don't care about your life. Yeah, like, what the fuck?
So extreme.
That was a nasty time. Ew, I forgot all about chain letters. The penny saver. When's the last time you seen a penny saver?
Probably like 2010.
And they're no longer there anymore. What was in the penny saver? Go ahead, give it off. Give it up to the people.
Yeah, there was like some like carpet removal.
The crazy part is they called it a penny. Like, I wanted to save way more than a penny, though. I'm sorry.
Just saying, start somewhere. I am a money magnet.
So basically, it's a place to like put your ads in.
I think the closest thing you get to them now, like you go to like the Delmar Fair shit, where they have the little coupon books.
Oh,
and you can like.
I was about to say the little books at the you know what? I'm gonna save that.
Pay like $10 for the coupon book, and there's like $1,000 worth of savings or some shit if you use it all.
Which also got me to Auto Trader. Now they have an online source for that now too. It's all online, but I remember seeing the Auto Trader mags where you had to take like black and white photos of the vehicle and send it off to the. It is. Yo, the like real in life things to like online is amazing. Like when you think about it, like what year did Amazon come out? 97. Amazon?
Maybe 94.
Like as a marketplace online?
It was books first. It was only books at first. But yeah, same thing with like Netflix.
They ain't got no docs?
Like Netflix is like 99. It's a lot older than you really think it is.
I remember that though. I remember going to Netflix or whatever and going to pick up like
Amazon is mid 90s. It has to be.
But it was all books.
All books for a while.
When did it become a marketplace? See, there's no Amazon doc, huh?
I mean, probably should be.
Nah, but like a Netflix Amazon, like something like from a big.
He ain't trying to give it up yet. It's probably too nasty.
Even the unauthorized copy, I think he got enough money to shut you down.
Right.
That's probably why nobody touched it. Oh, I never thought of that till right now. There's no Tesla doc. He ain't gonna have one for a long time.
No, he has. He did one for SpaceX. I've seen that,
but not with the cars and stuff.
Nah, he just space shit.
Nah, I need.
He didn't do Tesla.
I need like a basically like a Facebook, like the Facebook version of him, like the movie Facebook or whatever. I need one of those, or like a docu-series or something like that on Amazon.
I mean, it's probably gonna come eventually.
I can't imagine Jeff Bezos made all of this money off of books. He took a risk somewhere.
Well, no, he did take the risk. I mean, he took a big risk, and he had a vision. He saw way longer term than most people did, and now
I just don't remember Amazon. Like, if you ask me about my thoughts on Amazon, I don't remember what role it played in my life 10 years ago.
10 years ago?
Yeah, which would have put us in what 2023? I mean 2013, 2014. Like I don't remember Amazon coming to like when I was staying at the little house or whatever in college. I don't remember going on Amazon and ordering shit, but I remember Chegg, right? That was the book, that was the little book thing or whatever. Remember Chegg.com? You rent your books or whatever, or you buy them for a lot cheaper than getting them at the school bookstore. But I don't remember getting books on. I did get a few books on Amazon. Now that I think about it, but not as a marketplace like to buy clothes and goods and stuff like that.
Yeah, Amazon. Because I was in college in the late 2000s, so I definitely might have Amazon something, but it wasn't like a staple in my life until probably 5 to 8 years after that. Because I'm trying to think too, like my mom got introduced to Amazon a little later than everybody else, and that was probably a bad thing to do because like, oh shit, I can do what I want for cheap, real quick, faster. So Amazon just be Amazoning.
Amazon launched a third-party marketplace in 2000, allowing everyone from small businesses that operate out of their garage to establish brands to sell their wares on their site. It has since grown to encompass millions of sellers and now accounts for roughly 60% of Amazon's retail sales. But in recent months, lawmakers, antitrust watchdogs, and advocate groups, see, it's not telling me, like, I'm trying to look and find, like, when it became, like, so it's not just books. It's been operating as an eBay. Maybe it was a low-budget eBay for a while, but I don't know how they gained access to, well, I guess in eBay, you can't have a whole store on there, or, like, maybe, you can.
I had a store on
I'm
eBay.
just trying to figure out why, and eBay's worldwide, too, right? Like, why?
No, eBay was that thing. Amazon just became, it's all marketing and branding, right? So now it's like, oh, I need to Amazon something.
You think it was the shipping and the Prime? Bro, because they shipped off, they make TV shows now. Like,
and they it's like they oversee everything. eBay, you're dealing with individual people a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And eBay just like, hey, yo, we're minding our business. This is y'all shit. So
but you can have stores on
you
eBay,
can get
too.
Scammed on eBay. Like Amazon, they kind of police all that shit.
But look, they got Nike deals, right? Because it'll be like, oh, Nike.com or whatever. You can buy shit on there. You could buy shit from Puma on there, like from reputable brands, right? I don't think that eBay had that previously before. Like Amazon has damn near put its roots in everything to the point where it's like it's needed for living. It's a lifestyle. It's entertainment. It's a store. It's a grocery store.
There's a reason it's the biggest company in the world.
Right, but I want to know, like that's the thing, right? No one, not no one, but after asking you, I don't know what moves they did to where it was like, yo, Amazon, like I at least look at something on Amazon once a week now, right? What was the first thing I ever purchased? I need to probably go in my history and just look all the way back and see like when I made my first purchase and what it was.
Nasty.
I know. I want to know. Maybe you should do the same. We'll come back and talk about it.
I don't even have my account no more.
Oh, shit. You got rid of it?
Nah, everything is her shit.
Oh, she has an account.
She do the Prime, and I'm like, I was doing shit where my Amazon account, because I wasn't paying $100 for Prime, I had to get $25 worth of shit in there to get the free shipping. So I wasn't buying nothing until I had $25 worth.
Oh, that's what it was when you first had it?
When I was doing Amazon, it was, hey,
I don't even know when they take the money out of my account for the $100.
If you don't have Amazon Prime, you can still get free shipping if you do 25 minimum order.
Prime is almost standard now. You get the videos.
And I was reading a lot more back then, so this had to be like before kids. I'm starting to read again too. Like I need to introduce that back in my life. I gotta read. I was like,
when did Amazon become more popular? Because they keep telling me the early 2000s.
The fact that I haven't read a book since I had glasses is crazy.
Oh, they got a whole little rise. After a couple of years of expansion of the service and subtle changes such as introduction to Prime Video portion, subscription, Amazon started to see substantial growth with their subscription service in 2010s. According to data provided by Search Logistics, Amazon has been seeing an increase of roughly $29 billion in net sales from 2013 to 2021. That was literally the time frame that I was like telling you where I was like, yo, I can't remember 10 years ago. Like there was just a year where I did eBay and all that other shit previously before. And then all of a sudden I just started buying shit on Amazon. My mom had a Prime account. I didn't have one. I used to pay the shipping.
It got to the point where Amazon loses money on a lot of that shit, right?
Absolutely.
Because it's so cheap.
It gets stolen.
They make their money on the web services. So they'll bring people in. If we can get enough subscribers, we're gonna lose money on the retail shit.
Yeah, I'm trying to sell shit right now. They charge you for everything that you sell too.
Right, but they still lose money on it because it's so cheap. But then they'll come here and
because
they make money on their web
all
services.
I'm doing is I'm charging you for using my services. I may lose money on this shit or whatever if somebody returns it in or whatever, but I'm charging you monthly. They charge like the users of a business like $40 monthly.
I know, but I'm saying even so, they still lose money on that part of the business. Because
I need more info.
They make
on that.
all their money on the Amazon web.
I'm gonna do all my reading on this. I don't know if I'm gonna introduce it again next week and talk about Amazon twice in a row, but we'll talk about it at a later time. I need to understand the business model. It's not that I don't trust you. It's just I don't trust you. Oh man, hit my hand class, man. Fun facts. We're going out of order today. The scientific term for brain freeze is spinopalatine gangliorrhea. Got one of those this morning. I got a brain freeze. You good?
I haven't had one in a while.
For him? You don't eat cold stuff?
I feel like, how do you like drink it too fast or whatever? I haven't had one in a long time.
Well, basically what I heard is that there's some nerve endings in the back of your throat, and once the cold air hits it,
those nerve endings never get hit. That's
you know that white dude be where he's like, you know what I'm saying? You just did one of those right now. I'm dying right now.
All you.
Back of the throat. You lost me right when you said the word back. Nothing's in the back of anything. The throat behind me, nothing. Back of my mind, nothing. Canadians say sorry so much that a law was passed in 2009 declaring that an apology can't be used as an admission of guilt.
That's crazy.
Yo, so imagine, you going on the hook for murder one and like, hey, we're here to talk to you about the murder of blah, blah, blah. And you just say, I'm so sorry.
Sorry, he's dead.
Yeah.
Wasn't me, though.
Can't go out like that, man. You ever been to Canada?
Nah.
Any want? If there was a place in Canada like that you would go to,
I heard Toronto's popping.
that's the one you want? Like you don't want to go to Alberta or anything like that and see Niagara Falls or nothing?
I mean, sure.
Toronto is cool enough. I feel like you have a field day there.
What does that mean?
Black French women. Yeah. You'd have a day.
Something to that.
You have a field day.
I like that.
One habit of intelligent humans is being easily annoyed by people around them, but saying nothing in order to avoid a meaningless argument.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Hey, that's high words from you too, because I imagine like 80% of the people you run into, you like, yo, I don't know why the fuck I'm here right now, because you were saying off mic that you didn't have genitalia. And I'm sitting there thinking, like, there's probably plenty of conversations. I can't imagine Alex being rude. Like, you probably struggle to have a hard time with finding a place for someone to pause, huh?
I mean, I entertain, like, because I'm like, I feel like I can talk about just about anything, at least a little bit.
Right.
Doesn't mean I want to.
I got to see you in the time crunch.
In a time crunch?
Yeah, I've never seen, like, time crunch legs.
I thrive.
Yeah, because you move like a sloth sometimes, right? Like real slow. Like everything is just computing. Like, RoboCop, he be in there zooming in on a target and shit and just getting files. That's you downloading, right? But I want to see like what you like in a hurry. Like when you got to cut somebody off. Hey, my man, I got to take off. I ain't never heard you say that. You usually the last one somewhere.
I just be late.
Yeah, you be late and the last one to leave too. So it's like, all right, think I'm ahead, like the head out. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not really good at the Irish goodbyes. So like, fuck, man. So sometimes I'll wait to the end because it's like, oh, that's less amount of people I gotta say bye to if I just stick around. If I leave in the middle of everything, it's gonna take me 30 minutes just to get out of there.
Fucking sick.
All right, y'all.
I didn't think we was gonna have fun today because the weather and all that's hot as shit in this room right now. For some reason,
it's hot for you.
That's funny. For you, it's crazy. Yeah, you. You always want to take an opportunity to flex your thinness.
They ain't got nothing to do with me.
Oh, shit.
Cold blooded, baby. I adapt.
Nintendo trademarked the phrase, "It's on like Donkey Kong" in 2010.
That's kind of late.
That's crazy because I swear I remember saying it in like 97.
That's why they had to. That's why they did that.
These are things that we should have did a long time ago.
It's on like
Just trademark it, put it on a shirt, and then if somebody ever
people
wanted it,
people bought they like it's like a hustle for them where they buy all the domain names.
That's
so, like,
smart.
So when the company comes along, like Starbucks or some shit, yeah, yo, I paid $10.
Did that happen to Starbucks?
I think it did. I paid $10 for this. I'm gonna need like 30 million. And Starbucks is like, yo, it's worth that.
And they gave
I'm
it
not
up.
gonna give you 30. Maybe I'll give you 10. But
Which is a win. I'm overshooting the number
look,
anyway.
If you make $11 on something you paid 10 for, it's a win. I mean, obviously you want more, but it's like at the end of the day,
I'm about to go around and start looking at fast food chains that ain't got like mom and pops that might blow up.
Yeah, but they ain't, yeah, that's the risky one.
It's an investment. How much you got to pay to trademark it? $20-$50?
Shit, if that. No, just the domain name for the website is like $10, I think.
Well, yeah, I need that. Come over. But now they hit you with the .eu. Everybody's okay with going to those different.
They'll pay more for the .com. If you can get the .com one, they're gonna pay for it. I'm not about to be doing Starbucks.org. No one's going to that.
No, the org is cool. I be still trying to figure out how the internet works.
Mystery, never gonna be solved.
I'm just trying to figure it out, bro. Like, yeah, it's sharing between computers, but then it's like, yo, they put this cord in your house that like shares you with everything, the big main computer. Like, someone's got to explain that to me.
I learned about like how like all the information gets sent up in the air in like little packets, and it has to get like put back together before it gets to another computer. It was like some real sciencey, nerdy shit.
Where'd you see it at?
This was like college. I forgot what class I was in.
See,
I was in some like program management.
That would have been dope.
It was like I saw Skype before Skype was a thing. Like we were doing that type of shit, and it was like this is gonna be released next year, and it's gonna change shit.
Was Skype the first video chat that come out? Who knows? There's a lot of questions.
I remember I was doing Skype before Skype was a thing, like a year and a half before, and then when it came out, I was like, oh, they weren't lying.
We got to nerd out.
I wasn't. Damn, they
we
weren't
got
lying.
to. We got to nerd out. Hey, look, low key, like usually I try to have funny shit, but I'm trying to nerd out. What do you think is a bigger contribution to society, the Industrial Revolution or the .com boom?
The Industrial Revolution.
Why is that?
Because it led us to everything we're doing right now.
That's true. I would give you, if we're looking at it in the sequential order, but which one was way more impactful? Because I feel like connecting the world also has saved us from having a lot of world wars and shit like that too.
The internet is definitely right there with it. Like, if it's number 2, it's a close number 2.
The Industrial Revolution brought us vehicles, though.
It brought us
airplanes.
Everything that we still do today, and now the internet is going to push it forward and do whatever, but
they put two things together.
Other societies are still going through their Industrial Revolution. Like, it's like a must. If you want to be a first world country, you have to go through it.
Right. Which, you know what, is hard.
We still have half the earth. Half the earth don't even have internet access.
That's crazy. It won't be for a while either. Because a lot of those things come with making shit, leveling shit out, and it looking like New York. You got to do something at some point. You got to get rid of the forest and stuff. Half the earth shouldn't even get there in the first place. But you're right. I forgot all about the vehicle travel. Now they put the computer inside of the... So it's like two things are now synonymous with each other. It's like a hybrid. You know what I mean? Like you got... Your car can tell you how to get somewhere now.
Allegedly. They be fucking up sometimes. So.
Who?
Maps.
Shit, you sent me that one. That one's been solid. I know exactly. I've been looking at exactly where the winds is at. I've been waiting. My neighbor got these 2 trees, dog. I'm like, yo, bro, I hope they sustain. Because you got the only trees that look like that here. I know you planted them. He been here 30 years. The trees is full matured. So, and they're full of spiders.
Shit.
I'm not mad at him, but I'm mad at him. He's helping the earth. If you point your car keys to your head, it increases the remote signal range. There's a lot of people that walk around pressing the button, trying to hurry up and find the car. You might want to go ahead. There's something about all the fluids in your head act as a fantastic conductor allowing to extend the remote's range by a few car lengths. So, go ahead and put your remotes to the head. No pun intended. Being for real. All right, man. Hit my hand claps. Get on to the next. Damn, it's only been 30 minutes. We must have started really early.
Let's talk.
Read them and weep. Am I in the wrong for unfollowing my best friend's boyfriend on Instagram?
We gotta do this shit every week.
We got to, man. I unfollowed my best friend's boyfriend on Instagram when he posted something that I didn't agree with about affirmative action. He was black. I added that he was black priest in there, but it was funny just to make Lex uncomfortable. It triggered me, and I impulsively unfollowed. He got to be black, though, now that she said triggered. Oh, we got to talk about that, too.
Being triggered?
The word, you're triggering me, gaslighting.
Protect my peace.
There's a lot of women that are utilizing that term, these terms about men and narcissists and stuff like that in the wrong context.
Yeah.
And my boy sent me some shit where, like,
you're a narcissist,
bro. Old girl was like, I guess some dude was videoing some chick. Now I think it was fake, right? But even if it was, somebody's thinking this. So he's dating this girl, and I'm gonna get back to reading this in a second. But he's dating this girl, and she's like, "Oh, I don't want you talking to any other chicks." Blah blah blah. He was like, "That's crazy." She's like, "Why?" She's now spazzing on him. She's like, "Don't put the phone on me." Hitting him and like, "Yo, what did I say? I said I don't want you talking about it." He said, "It's crazy that she don't want me to talk to nobody else, but she got a boyfriend." So you're gaslighting me. You're just being. I said you can't really use the term gaslighting in this scenario right now because you trying to get over on my man right now. Yeah, he signed up for this or whatever, but he knows what the territory comes with. But you talk about, oh, you're gaslighting me. Like, I ain't never seen that. But I'm sure it exists. Too many people in the world for it not to.
I would think that exists more coming from a male. Because we're always trying to have our cake and eat it too, right?
Absolutely. But I mean, that doesn't mean that, that was another one I saw. This doesn't mean that, like the one of them said, I hate when women say, oh, I hate cheaters or whatever, while they're going to drop their best friend off to go G. And I was like, I was dying. And they was like, she just minding her business, helping her friend out. The goalposts be moving. Like the way that I see the posts be moving is how you envision I be moving it. But yeah. But anyway, so I unfollowed my best friend on Insta when he posted something that I didn't agree with her or her boyfriend about affirmative action. It triggered me, and I impulsively unfollowed. I support them in their relationship, and I enjoy hanging out with him. I curate my Insta feed. Curate my Insta feed so it's calming when I view the media.
Wow.
I didn't know you could make your feed calming, right? I didn't know that.
You probably shouldn't be on anything that you need to.
Look, she's probably so far away from that. That reality is crazy. I did not think anyone would notice. Surprise, they did. Now we're talking about two groups of people not having lives, right? I did not think anyone would notice. Surprise, they did. My best friend brought it up in a joking manner the other day. There's a lot of things wrong here. Am I in the wrong? Oh, I'm also in my early 30s.
That's crazier.
Best friend and her boyfriend are in their late 20s. Now, here's the thing. I don't think she's wrong by unfollowing them, right?
You should unfollow anybody to actually protect your peace.
Absolutely.
But it sounds like you're always asking for your peace to get rattled because of how you move on the internet.
Here's the other thing I have a problem with, though. There's certain features on Instagram where I'd be like, yo, like, that's insane. Like, why do I get to look at who looked at my shit? That creates so much, like, self-consciousness and anxiety and hope.
You mean like the like button?
Like when you post your story, there's a button you can hit to see who viewed it.
Why?
Did you know it existed?
No.
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't.
No, I know that. I know that.
Care.
I know that. But I know that. It's just crazy. You post on the story before.
Yes,
you never seen that little circle at the bottom, or whatever it is, and they'll say, "Oh,
I probably
blah, blah,
seen it, but I didn't know that's what that was."
Oh, it's like you never clicked it. You just left
I never clicked because I don't. Why? Why do you care?
I don't necessarily, but like in the past, it's been brought to my attention that you don't watch my stories.
That's the thing.
right?
Okay.
You never wonder why, like, has your wife ever asked you, like, yo, have you didn't watch my story?
No, it was before that. It was more like you like everybody else's shit, but not mine.
Oh, so that they got rid of that feature. I'm glad they did, because there used to be like, if you like something, you could see like Alex liked blah blah blah, and it'll show a photo of what you like. But like, I feel like that's an invasion of my privacy, because it's like,
wild.
But they do it on Twitter. Yeah, they do it on Twitter.
Do they?
Yes, I have somebody
For the
that
like
I
button?
know, and I can't say it on here, right? I have somebody that I know, right? That
get real nasty in
that
the-
they mans was out here liking some stuff, and they was like, "Hey, man." I'll tell you who it is off mic.
I feel like I've never seen that though.
It's on Twitter. You can find out like you. I think it's like the last option on Twitter. It says likes, and you can see like what story. I mean what tweets someone likes, what photos they like, or whatever. Like that's a whole.
That's funny.
You gotta check where you been.
No, I'm good. I don't be liking random shit.
Oh, cause porn on Twitter too.
Nah, Twitter, I'm good.
Yeah,
I'm a ghost. I'm a ghost follower.
it's bad when you gotta say, "Hey, my man, I saw what you was." I just want to let you know
doing all right?
we see you. You know, everybody can see that. When I tell you it is, you gonna start busting
It's
up
a
laughing.
sickness.
Yeah, it's funny as hell. I definitely can't say it here. I was dying. But yeah, so you can check and see who's viewing your story. I feel like there's something wrong with that, right? Like, why do I care if I've already accepted you as my friend? Right? I don't care if you look at whatever I look at, especially if my page is blocked. I think it would make sense or whatever, and you only have a 24-hour time period to look at it anyway, but I feel like it would make sense if I kept my shit open. But again, why would I care about if I wanted you to see it specifically, that person, I'd just send it to you.
Or put like your at
Yeah.
in there.
There's a lot of weirdness going on. Now, another thing that I try not to do, some instances, like I've allowed it to like happen, but then I'll try to run away from it, is that I will not follow the homies like significant others. It's never been my way, right? Unless if they ask me and I was like, damn, well, but I already met them, let me go ahead and follow them now. But if something happened, we break up too. So, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. Like if we not cool, and it happens, because like my man's she ended up sending me a request again, but she unfollowed me when they broke up. I was like, I get it, you beat me to
She
it.
needed some time.
Yeah, but she didn't want nothing that reminded like her of him. At the time, that's what it is too. Like you look at something, it's like, oh, you remind me of that. Like I don't want to deal with that or whatever. And then you go about your life. You know what I mean? Trying to just keep them images out. So I think like 6 months went by. They had been back together for 3 months. She thought like I had probably forgot about it. So, all right, we're back on the good graces. It's interesting now because like I've been to more events between them two. So it's like now I know you a little bit more. Like what would you do in that situation? But I meant to ask Jonah about that.
There's so much stock into social media, like
Unwritten
the thing that you're
rules.
talking about. Like I have zero thoughts about any of that.
You haven't thought about it. And don't give a shit, right?
Like I mean, I'm like,
Yeah,
it doesn't matter.
That's that's the
at
whole
all.
point.
Like yeah. Obviously, if I post a story, I'm not posting it so nobody watches it.
Right.
But the specific people who watch it, I'm not caring about that. It's like, if it wasn't for this show, I probably wouldn't. I probably go back to not being on Instagram
Right.
because for what?
Do you get consumed by like the stuff that's on? Like to me, it's a time and a place.
I check it one time a day.
I wonder what your time spent says. Go ahead, look it up for me.
We did this one time. It's last time we did it. I think it said 9 minutes.
It's pretty good. You think it's up now?
Yeah, it's up now. It's up now.
Need a little bit more.
Because your mom.
Oh yeah, she be sending. Yeah.
48 videos a week.
I wonder what her time is. Bro, I did the math because I was like, yo, she sends about 9 a day every day. I was like, yo, that's like 200 videos. Now she's had an Instagram for like 3 years. I like, bro, she's probably sent me upwards of 5,000 videos. Right? When I did the math, I was like, shit, I probably seen over 40,000 videos, 100,000, maybe not, maybe 500,000. So I want to know how much time, and they're all probably on average 15 seconds at least. Right? So all that time that I spend, that's dead air time. Like I could be doing something else different. Like that's how crazy my brain gets to me. So then when we talk about like someone like this lady right here, you're not wrong for curating your feed. Your friend is wrong for tracking you though, because you need to find something else to do with your life. Who cares if she doesn't want to follow you? I got people, there's a dude that I've been on a trip with that sound crazy like that, right? But we went on a family trip together. I found out that swag means secretly we are gay. It's funny. I'm gonna talk about that in a second, but
Right.
yeah, because
I'm here for that one.
you know what? Forget it. Speaking of the internet, there was a video yesterday, and this lady, it was like the old Steve Wilkos show, right? She's like, "Oh, I think my husband is gay. He's been hanging out with this man, and they've been gone for several days at a time." She's like, and they always often text swag to each other, like, "Oh, that's swag," and then like his name is in his phone under DL. You know what DL is, right? So if you guys,
He just asking to be caught. It's not really DL.
That's not even Hughley.
It's not even DL. It's not DL the way you moving right now.
Yeah.
It's high key.
This dude's name is like Eric Patrick, and you
High
got DL.
key.
But anyway, so you're going through your friend's Instagram and seeing if she's still friends. Like, there's people that like I hang out with. Like I told you, this dude that I know. We play golf together. We done been to Palm Springs. Families have met or whatever. I don't follow him on Instagram. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to follow him on Instagram to be able to like say we cool. I got bro's number. I can reach him if I need to. I don't need to show him some shit that I got or something that I found funny. I can send it. I used to think about all that, and now most people that have followers are bots. But you got to get a life. You know what I mean? Not you specifically, but I'm talking about them. Like, bro, if I got people that I'm friends with that are dead on Republicans, like love Trump to death, and I go hang with them. We just don't talk about that shit. It ain't got nothing like it doesn't consume my everyday life. Like, I actually enjoy hanging out with this dude. He cool. Who cares about how you want to spend your tax money today at this time? But some people can't separate that. You got some hard right friends.
Yeah.
Still maintain a cool relation. You white too, so I mean, you got there are some that like could probably approach, but I say that because like those type of white people like to talk to you to like gain insight on us. Like, what's it like?
What?
Did you bring raisins in the potato salad when you went to one of the cookouts?
What y'all be doing?
Yo. It's like, I recognize you. It's like I'm having a conversation, but you're still them. That's nasty.
They just let you?
They just let you. It's crazy.
Just let you be around?
Oh man, what's the food taste like? Like.
Yo, can we talk about that real quick?
Absolutely,
man. How do
I
I always feel weird. Like, if I gotta call something out, I feel like it should be taken with like extra, like, damn.
Give an example.
All right, so you were talking about like raisins and the potato salad and shit, right? Yeah. So obviously, like, so if I come to the cookout and I fuck around and bring raisins and potato salad, you're gonna be like, that's crazy, but it makes sense, right?
Yeah, for you,
for me,
yes.
But if I'm the one calling out something about the cookout, like you should be. It should like more shame should come from it.
Like, what would you call out? Like the ribs not being fire or something?
I'm gonna just
no Domino's
Kraft barbecue sauce.
Oh, so you saying like we getting far away from our truths? Look, some shit like I just can't touch no more.
Kraft barbecue sauce is crazy.
I put that up there with Tampico.
No, that's different.
You would still drink it?
No, but I wouldn't be mad at Tampico's a staple. Kraft barbecue sauce is disrespectful.
What kind of barbecue sauce we talking about? Sweet Baby Ray's?
At least.
All right.
But I'm just saying
you ain't got no Lowry's? That's you.
That's what I'm saying. For a culture that prides themselves on the seasoning, and coming from a culture,
Black people seasoning is bullshit though.
But that's what I'm saying.
It's a myth. Yo, that's like getting like chitlins and gizzards. Like, bro, you giving us the bottom feeder shit because like I'm gonna tell you, it's not even white foods. Just cultural foods in general are better. Like than all the other shit that we have. Like fried chicken is terrible. I don't give a shit what anyone says. Like, I'm not a fried chicken guy. There's way more flavor in baked chicken, bro.
Wild.
Fried chicken's not even a black thing. It's made by some fucking English women in like the 1700s.
Yeah, but culturally it became a thing because it was easy to make in large
No, that's
quantities.
because the white fucking settlers came from over there.
Large
brought in here and
quantities.
said, we can feed these niggas with all this.
Right.
Yeah.
Large quantities. It was the easier thing to do. So, like, I get it.
Yeah.
Same.
I can't count it as like, yo.
Fucking.
Because the real food I would eat is down in Ghana. You know what I mean? Like, just being honest. So.
Legumes.
Now, all vegetables aren't the same. She make this little squash shit. Oh, my God. Fucking can't stand it. I eat it, and I tell her, right? She's probably not going to like that I said it on here. Now, I know what certain things she won't like. I eat it, but like she's just like, look, it's easy for me to bake right now. Like, yeah, I was like, all right, I'm not complaining. I just hate it. I'm not saying like, damn, this again, because we have it every week. I know it's coming, so I can't get mad at it, right? I know it's coming. There's gonna be a day where she don't feel like cooking, and guess what? I don't do the cooking, so it's like, I gotta live with it. If I want to change my circumstances, I fucking make my own food. I don't want to do it, so I will
As long
live
as
with
you
it.
know.
Yeah, I gotta verbalize
That's
that.
fair.
She said I had her crazy last week.
You said what?
I think when you put the sauce on it, like when you save me, you got to just keep going. Like when you stop, it's just as bad as you let me go. Like she's like, no. She's like, and people think it was, just because I said it right now doesn't mean that it's not in the moment, right? Like they think like, oh, it's pre-thought of. Like, no, man, sometimes that shit's in the moment. But like I knew what I was saying. Like our roles are divided in this house. I take on the heavier, perceived manlier
So
shit.
my saving didn't help.
No, it made it worse. Made it worse. I purposely play, like when I know something's a little spicy, I'll put, I'd send this shit to my phone or whatever. I'll play it in the house, like on that part, just to get it out the way early. I'm dead ass serious. It's a tactic because she listens. So it's like, yo, I might as well play this now before tomorrow.
I just plan on Tuesdays being rough.
Yeah, well, that's why I'm saying, look, Sunday is a lot better day for it to be rough than a Monday. We got to communicate. Like the kids got places to be and shit. Like it's not gonna work for me. Oh man! All right, go ahead, hit my hand claps. You got any shows to watch?
I can find one.
Yeah, go ahead. I don't know
right.
if I have any off top. I was watching something about surfing though yesterday on HBO. Kind of captivated me in the background, I would say.
I watched Conor McGregor documentary, McGregor Forever. It's done by the same people who do I think The Last Dance.
Oh, that might be pretty good then.
So it's on Netflix. I mean, I watched it like 2 months ago, but it's on my little list or whatever.
It covers his whole career?
No, it covers like, I mean, it touches on most of his career, but then it kind of talks about like his journey from like a specific window of time when he lost to like coming back, and then there was an injury involved and like some other shit. So you kind of see him change from like the whole selfish, just like talk mad shit to like
Humility.
You see him as a father, a little more humility.
Is he retired?
No. Yes and no. It's one of those situations.
How old is Conor McGregor?
Shit, I don't know. Probably like late 30s,
Yeah, he's retired.
if that.
The octagon is the least of his concern right now, right? Basically.
I mean, he kind of goes through that, being a dad, and he's like, why I'm still doing this shit, like for what? Like I'm rich.
which is crazy.
I ain't gotta do nothing.
Not from fighting. He got rich off of endorsements, huh?
I mean, but you can say it's from fighting. Like nothing comes, none of that other shit comes.
What I'm saying is Dana White didn't make him rich.
Yes, he did.
No, I'm saying like from
Maybe he
fighting.
didn't make him wealthy.
From
but
like
he made
fight
him
checks, right? Yeah.
He was yeah, man. It's a cool little story. I think it's like 4 episodes or some shit.
That's why I need you to go first because I didn't remember one until right now. But keep going.
Quick little watch. I mean, I ain't too much to say about it. You probably saw it already, or you just didn't realize it was there. But
Listen,
McGregor forever.
there's a Balco doc on, and it touches on Barry Bonds and a few other athletes during that investigation. Victor Conti is a snake.
I'm gonna watch that next week.
That one is pretty good, bro. So it's basically about the Balco investigation. Some dude that worked for the IRS, something else, not the tax people, but it's like another service or whatever. They started watching Victor Conti when he was, and he's not even a doctor. He's not even a scientist. He's a regular guy like you that studied a bunch of shit and then became like an expert because he found a steroid from a guy that pulled it from a birth control pill. And it basically made your recovery faster so you can keep working out. And so he was talking about how like Tim Montgomery was a track runner back in the day, and I think he ended up breaking like the world record during the Balco investigation. And also, what's the old girl that was a track runner? Black one.
Marion Jones.
Marion Jones was the other one, yeah. And so they talked about like how bro put on 28 pounds in like 3 months of muscle. Like it was crazy. Like they showed like physically how he looked different. And even Victor Conti was taking it too. So he went from a chubby dude to like a real buff dude. He's like, yeah, if I'm going to be out here being the middleman for all this. But basically, he said he never gave Barry Bonds any steroids, but he gave his trainer steroids.
Yep.
And then there's paper and documents with Barry's names on it, like his initials, Barry Lamar Bonds and all this other shit.
Fucking Hall of Fame, man. Quit playing around, man.
Well, because that was what Victor was saying. He was like, look, man,
Never
all the
got
athletes were all using them. Baseball wasn't even like testing people back then. He was like, so I'm tired of being on the losing end of like being able to make money and get top athletes. And that's
Baseball
when Bill
was fun
Romanowski.
back then.
Yes.
Baseball was fun. 1, 2, and maybe I'm tripping. Yeah, maybe it gets you stronger. You work out a lot. I don't see that helping you hit the ball.
It may
It
help
may
you.
hit the ball farther when you do hit it.
I know what
but
it is now
actual
after
hitting-
watching it.
After hitting, like, does it help you hit the ball?
But after hitting or swinging something, my body aches right now. You watching me readjust myself in the chair.
no, 100%. But
But then if
swinging
I
and
take
missing is gonna be swinging and missing no matter what you're doing.
Yeah, but we don't know how many people are having bad days playing ball due to fatigue.
I mean, I guess
They also
there's
said-
something to that, but
Because they were also saying that like Barry Bonds was already a Hall of Famer
Barry Bonds
at the
was
time.
a Hall of Famer before his head got big.
Yeah, before they said he was a Hall of Fame, he was at the tail end of his career, and he felt that he was better than Sammy Sosa and Mark McGwire,
100%.
but knew they was on the juice and was like, "Shit, well, watch when I get on it."
And we did, and we watched.
and we did, and he beat the record. So I think the playing field was even.
That's where I'm at with it.
Yeah,
Let
I'm
everybody
okay.
do the shit. I don't care.
Let 'em
Fuck
in.
with your body, whatever it is. Well, it's too late now, right?
Yeah. That time passed. I want to say a year or
man.
two ago. So
It's fucking crazy.
yeah, him and Pete Rose. Yeah, got put a Pete. He just gamble on a little game. Look, if Shohei Ohtani wanted to gamble on the Angels losing after doing what he do, I don't think he wrong for that. Look, I did what I was supposed to do.
Exactly.
Bro, leading the league in home runs right now. Team B. Yo, he hit a grand slam. We still lost by. I didn't need Ben to tell me that when I saw it. I had already
I needed
seen
him to tell me that because that was fun. That was a nice way to wake up.
Yeah, I need to see that shit. It's cool. But
Good morning.
yeah. So check it out. It's the Balco doc.
It's called Untold.
Untold, yes.
It's a Netflix series where they do random.
It's not a series, it's a movie.
No, but Untold is a series. They just
Oh.
do one off. They're all called Untold. This is the same shit. You watch the Untold with the Manti Te'o shit.
Oh yeah.
You watch the
Yeah, that was a long time
There's
ago.
the And One doc. There's a
You watch the M1 one?
the ref cheating Tim Donaghy one. These are all Untold. These are all the same series.
I gotta find there might be some other ones I may like then.
Yeah,
Tim Donaghy was a legend.
2 games.
Yeah, man, he was a legend. All right, man, hit my hand class.
Do, 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 do.
Damn near ran through everything on the sheet right now. Random shit to fill in time. You meet a girl at this age, you like her, but the ball is in your court for first date places. Where you going?
Oh, shit.
Yep, the walk.
Yeah, it's gonna be a walk.
Yeah.
I don't know, the beach,
Ew.
somewhere I could walk.
You a hood baby forever. I love it. Yeah.
You can't
Yo,
change.
still talking about going to Mission Beach is crazy.
Doesn't gotta be Mission Beach.
I feel like the game is messed up because dudes be going all out on first dates. Me, I'm like, look, let me be who I'm going to be 8 months from now.
Yes,
You know what I mean?
I
Like-
need to know that in where I'm most comfortable in the situation. If you can rock with that, then we can, maybe do something else.
I'm also found the beauty in like simple things, like a fully dressed up woman just seems like a lot of effort. Like if I can see your beauty in some pajamas, you know what I mean? Like, oh, you know what? That's an attractive woman.
You can't really say that.
Nah, but I be in my mind like, yo, that's what I'm gonna see her as. My wife, like, she gets dressed and she looks amazing, but also she looks amazing like in pajamas too, right? But that's what I see her in all the time.
I know, but that you're not gonna know that part on a first date.
I wish we could skip all that and just get straight to there.
But you can't. It takes two people. So you gotta let her get through her process.
It's hard to find one like that. I started eliminating my pool.
She's like, yo, I get dressed up once a month.
You know what it else is too though? Like I don't want to deal with like the weird quirks of other people. Like I've already got adjusted to like mine.
Well, you're saying that as a married man right now, but if you were back in the streets,
I hated it then too. Though I remember.
You're gonna hate it.
I've had breakups.
You just have to go through it.
Yeah, it's nasty.
I gotta deal with somebody else.
That weeding out process is crazy. It's almost like hitting a lotto or getting a fantasy pick out of a hat or something. It's like, oh, I get 12 picks, so when I get to the 12th one, that should be the one for me. I just gotta wait my turn through a few of these, see what gets taken off the board.
If I get 100 free swipes a day.
Oh, they charge you for the swipe?
And I do that for 10 days.
They charge for the swipe? To your knowledge?
I think you get some free ones. If you want to pay for it, then maybe it's unlimited.
So someone has Tinder and they pay for the swipes?
Someone, I don't know who pays for it, but I'm sure. I can think of someone I'm pretty sure he paid. Nah, he probably doesn't have to pay for it. He probably gets enough on the 100.
I wonder if he on Christian Mingle. That one you got to pay for. They're going to get money off the Lord. For sure. Seen another one that said, nah, I can't say it on there.
Lord.
Yeah, I think the first spots for me would be something simple. Movies is out the question now, right? I'm not doing the walk on Mission Beach. I'm sorry, that's too sensual for me. Maybe like a little cafe spot to go eat and drink or whatever, hang out, like have some mimosas or something.
Yeah.
Like if I was on a first date, something simple.
Movies is different because damn, we're here to watch a movie, but I
can't get to know
talk to you yet.
Yeah, loud noises. Me and my wife, we went out, and I was like, yo, like we went out on Friday to this girl that I know. She's having that going away thing, so she was leaving my job. And it was just so loud. We was on one end of the table. I was like, look, I can't hear whatever's going on. Like, you can only talk to the people here in front of you. And the people on the other side, well, nice seeing you from way over here. But you've had a few birthday parties like that, too.
Yeah, I
have to strategically, sit somewhere where I be like, you know what? I got to sit next to someone where I can have a conversation with.
Yeah, I hate loud environments like that.
Yeah, it doesn't do it for me. Not at all. All right, last one. Early adulthood can be a particularly confusing and unsettling phase of life. You're figuring out how to get a job, pay rent, and plan meals. At the same time, you're also determining your values and the kind of person you want to be. Now, obviously, you're different from who you were 15 years ago, right? But how'd you go about getting groceries and stuff like that? Who taught you how to get a job, do a resume, all those things, right? Who formed you into the man you are now? I thought about that. And the reason why I'm saying that while you're thinking about all that, let me jog your memory. My man hit me about 3 weeks ago. He gonna hear this too, which is funny, but I'm not gonna. For anonymity purposes, I got you, big dog. And he worked at a school at one point, and one of the students hit him up and was like, "Hey, could you give me a job at the school or something? Like, I want to get into child development." Girl's 19, 20 or whatever, right? He's like, yeah. He's like, I ain't heard from her, in forever. But, for some of the students, when they get older, I say, hey, hit me up as a resource or whatever. So she did. He was like, but I remember her to be like, well, let me backtrack. He's like, your wife owns a business, right? In which she provides childcare. And I was like, yeah. He was like, well, can she chaperone or come and help out? I don't know nothing about this, this girl or whatever, bro. Like, tell me a little bit about her. Oh, she had a Xanny addiction, blah, blah, blah. I said, all right, well, I said, where's she live at? I think she live with her family. Okay, well, now you let me know that she's not even close to being able to own one of these because she don't even own the place that she's at. And now you telling me she got a drug addiction problem, right? So we go through all this. He sends her a message to say, look, at the very least, bro, we can go out and eat breakfast or whatever and hang out. Like, I'll bring my wife or whatever. We can all go and we can talk and try to help this young lady out. That's the furthest that I'm willing to go. So we messaged the young lady. She don't get back. I think like 2 weeks later, she texts him from another phone, right? And I said, you know what? I am so far removed from problems like this, right? That like I can't help her, bro. Like she got to go through life first. She got to mop some floors, you know, go to school, do both at the same time, work some odd jobs, bro. I worked at KFC. I worked at the movies, Chuck E. Cheese. I worked at a sports store for a little bit. I worked at a shelter. Like I've mopped floors. I've been in those places where you only bring it home $280 every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Then it go up to $400. Then you get the $800. You feel like you balling a little bit. Like, oh, I got an $800 check. You know, it's cool. So like, how did you get there? And I think about like who was my OGs.
I mean, I think you get there from your environment.
Where'd it start for you though? First job.
My first job was Champs.
How old were? Damn, I forgot that.
15. Then it was SeaWorld.
Oh shit, for real? Hey,
from Dago, baby. You gotta be at SeaWorld or the zoo. Gotta be at SeaWorld or zoo at least a little stint in your life. Then from there was Pat and Oscars.
Who helped you do your resume for Champs? Or
I didn't have a resume. It was all my. I went to school with the son of the general manager, so he hooked me. It wasn't like the real job because I was starving for hours trying to get anything.
But he just took your info and you had to get like.
He just like it. A lot of my jobs come from like referrals on like, oh, like this is my man's, like he's gonna work hard. Trust me, we're good. Champs was like that. SeaWorld was the only one that wasn't like that, but SeaWorld hires everybody. On
the spot, huh? No resume needed, huh?
No resume needed. Pat and Oscars was off the strength of somebody I knew. John's Incredible Pizza. They were hiring pretty much everybody because they were trying to open up.
I remember group interviews.
Yeah.
That's when you know you still haven't made it yet if you're doing a group interview in front of
7-Eleven was off the strength. And then the state, working for the state.
You still had to apply and upload a resume.
You got to go through some shit to get into the state system.
But wait, so you went from 7-Eleven to the job you're at now.
I was doing both at the same time.
But then your resume history only included all those other jobs. So this was the first big boy job you had then.
Yeah.
They took you off a degree alone then, huh?
Yeah, you had to have a degree, and then obviously you had to you had to test.
The degree put you into another stratosphere.
The degree puts it in, and then you have to test to get onto the list to even be interviewed.
Right.
And then obviously at the interview you gotta. The state's different though. Like you can't, like any other interview anywhere else, you can kind of charm your way through it. You know, in theory, if they like you, they're gonna like you.
Yeah.
You can't do that with the state. The state, you gotta have hot button words. Like if you don't say all these words, you're not getting.
I feel like that's most big jobs. You gotta know which.
Because you can be totally dull, but if you say the right words, they're like, well, shit, we gotta hire him. And you can be like charismatic, just killing the whole interview, but you're not saying a couple of these words, and like, damn,
that's the problem.
I really want him, but we can't hire him because he didn't say this word.
But that's a culture problem.
That's crazy.
That's a issue because I feel like a lot of jobs don't hire the people that are sociable, right? Like you care about the people that throw out buzzwords. I just learned to trick the system. I learned the buzzwords, but it's like I didn't really I don't believe in them. Like
no, yeah.
There's an art to just saying some shit and not knowing what the hell you're talking about, and we champion that as a society.
So when I got into the state, I didn't know that, but they just needed people, I guess, whatever. And then when I moved agencies, I think it was the same situation. But when I had to interview to get promoted within that agency, and that's when I knew, I was like, oh, this is like some Buzzword shit, because there's the people on the panel that know me and they want me to get promoted, and they're sitting here telling me like I'm talking and I think I'm killing the shit, and they're sitting here doing this. Keep talking because you ain't said what I need you to say yet.
That was crazy to you.
They just keep doing this. I'm like, all right, so you can talk as long as you want,
but if you don't say the words,
so they'll just keep doing it, and they're sitting there writing. And I'm just like, fuck, let me just buzzword. And they're like, all right, we good.
You just throw some shit out there like some agency model.
It don't even make no sense.
It don't because I don't know. Yo, some of that shit come out, be like, yo, I don't know what the fuck this is. I gotta ask somebody.
It don't make no sense.
And then the culture in there, they be like, oh, you don't know that? Like, you know, Hey, look, you get a lot of people that call on you, not me.
And then when I moved agencies again, I was already like, all right, buzzword. But now I'm more veteran with it, where I can maneuver the buzzwords within being where they can make sense. And I am charismatic to like kind of put me over.
So you drink the tea on the culture too, then?
You have to. Otherwise,
if you was a panel person though, right? Are you?
If I'm a panel person, I'm like, shit. I'm gonna be mad.
Like based off of what you hearing?
Yeah, because I know it's all bullshit.
So you ain't gonna hire somebody based on them bullshit?
I feel
like that feeds back into the culture.
I think we stop. I think we get rid of. We X out a lot of qualified candidates because of buzzwords.
That's what I'm asking you. Would you X that person out because of buzzwords, or would you say, you know what, I'm just gonna give them a shot because they killed the interview based off of
if I had that authority, then I would love to say fuck the buzzwords and I just like this person.
Yeah.
But I don't think I would have that authority.
You got to be the fictional spook that sat by the doorstep. You know what I mean? Like you got to just finagle your way in and change it a little bit. Because there's some practices and policies I just be like, yo, I just don't understand it. I want to tell you the wild shit that I heard, but I put it in the group yesterday because I don't want to put it on here just in case. But it's just like I feel like some of the people that are in these positions in higher places, wherever it may be, lack personality and common sense. They lack sensibility. They lack, relatability, like, which matters the most when you're dealing with what we would call quote unquote clients, customers, whatever the case may be.
Yeah, relatability is big, and a lot of the people in those positions have no idea. They don't relate to the people that contribute to the bottom line the most.
Yeah, because like in the line of work that I do, right? Like I try to have fun, right? So there's instances where I'll go out there and I'll have fun. Right? But then the people that I notice that complain and struggle the most are the people that have a hard time having fun, whether it be in that realm or in their personal lives. Hey, what'd you do this weekend? Oh, went to the farmer's market and, watered some grass. And I'm like, yo, that's way too peaceful. Like I need some shit to like, make me feel alive before I go back to being a zombie again. Like that don't make no sense, bro. But it is what it is. But I was thinking about that, just like how I've changed. Right, like to get into this position, like you're so far removed from fucking stocking donuts, you know what I mean, or scanning shit, or making sure somebody's breadsticks is warm, right? And I was like, yo, this young lady can't skip that process.
I don't think I'm that far removed from it, though.
What do you mean?
I still be, because I think I do a pretty good job at never forgetting where I came from and what I've done.
No, that's true, but your standard of living is completely, you're far removed from that in that manner.
I mean, maybe, but I don't think I'm as far removed as maybe you think you are from certain shit.
I don't think I'm far removed from certain things. I still live here. No knock on you, but I still live here.
It sounded like it.
I still live here, but I know that I'm when you're ready to get out. Because I went to the liquor store the other day. I was like, look, dog, there's too much shit going on up here. Fucking baskets everywhere and shit. I'm like, man, you know what I'm talking about? They just be everywhere, right there on that street, right there, upside down in front of the sign, dog. I'm like, yo, man, what's going on in the world? But yeah, all right, man, hit my hand claps.
Hood booger.
I'm just getting everything off. Current event bars. California ballots next fall will feature a referendum of Costa Hawkins Rental Housing Act, even after similar propositions to repeal or replace it failed in 2018 and 2020. That 1995 law restricts the reach of local rent control, barring cities and counties from capping rent increases on apartments built after February 1st, 1995, as well as condominiums and single-family homes of any age. It also bans what's known as vacancy control, permitting landlords to raise rent once tenants move out. Are you in support of this?
This is always a tricky one for me.
Go ahead.
Because
far removed.
Because I'm not far removed. It's like, well, shit, yeah, I want to help the people out. But I understand capitalism. I understand supply and demand. And look, if there's enough people who want it, it's going to get rented out. It's just, but I also feel the whole like, damn, well, can't push everybody out and just have one type of person living here just because they can afford it. Like, I value diversity. I value versatility within a community, and you just don't get that. Like supplying, like rent control can help you get that. And so I'm also not greedy. If my bills are getting paid and I'm still making a profit, I don't be hitting my tenants over the head like that. So
The average rent for an apartment in San Diego is $3,000.
yeah, that's wild.
$2,917.
So whenever this comes up on the ballot, I take it upon myself to not vote. I just wherever it falls, I'm gonna be good with whatever happens. If they pass it, fair. If they don't, well.
I'm not mad.
And I don't even have no tenants in California, so it
Right.
don't really affect me in that way.
But where you do have tenants, are there rent caps?
Nah, it's very landlord friendly.
Now, if they sent you that, but you can't vote on issues there, even if you own land there, or could you?
That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't been sent anything.
So if they change something and you tried to raise the rent, like say if you tried to raise the rent or whatever, you should be keen to local and state policies then.
yeah, but they're so landlord friendly. I can do whatever I want.
Yeah. All
I
right.
don't do whatever I want. But,
No, there we go.
You know,
You don't want to be a slave driver.
I wouldn't use those words.
That would make you Django. So you're right. We would have to use those. But yeah, $3,000.
That's crazy. That's average.
I honestly think that I might be, having some qualities that make me lean a little further right, because I feel like I should be able to. I'm gonna vote like no on that. Like I need to be able, or yes on that. Or whatever the one. I make sure I got this right. Whatever one says that I can continue to raise prices and shit like that.
I mean, yeah, there's something to letting the free market be the free market, but it does come at a cost.
I think there's a cost, but I think it would also bubble out at some point.
Yeah, but what I'm talking about, the cost of like you're turning neighborhoods from being diverse and you see a bunch of people to only one type of person can live here now.
White people can't afford rent now, though. They coming back here.
Right, but
Full
I'm saying,
fledged. There's more white people on this block now than I've ever seen in my entire life.
is there
There's a lot.
Somalians left?
Bro, they can't. This is upscale now. It's when you get right there on top of the hill. It's not. They're like, oh, that's fine with us. I'm telling you, there's 1, 2. There's about 3 just on my street alone. On this one, there's even the guy that lives right here next door. You see them type of trucks. That ain't a normal truck you see on this side. That's an East County truck.
Yeah, well,
Rancho San Diego truck. He would have been out in Rancho San Diego 10 years ago. Now he here. So, that's what I'm saying. Like, like the education and accessibility of things will reset rent prices and where people actually live at. Because now you have more people of color striving to be in other places. We won't see it in our lifetime. But maybe 150 years from now, if the tropical hurricanes and shit like that stop, you may be able to see, you're going to see a society that was like, yo, what was wrong with them? Why do they have civil rights and white and black residual issues? People are like, the world that we're headed to is completely different.
I think every generation.
And that's
says
not
that.
last days. That's important days.
No, we ain't seeing another 150.
The green, or not the green, but the people that don't believe in like global warming and stuff like that, that's probably like between the 50s and like maybe early 80s that are born. They'll be phased out. Like there will be a group like that will believe in that. We'll be a softer nation for sure.
No. See, that's a misconception, right? Because I kind of attribute the same thing with racism, thinking like they're all gonna die eventually. Like the new people aren't like that.
The new
yes,
people.
they are. Yes, our generation still racist. The generation below us still racist. So yeah, the baby boomers dying off, it might maybe do something in certain instances, but no.
You're not walking
There's
around.
people our age that don't believe in global warming. There's people younger than us.
Well, the
that don't
internet
believe
is the new hood, like the white hood.
We're stupid people, just in general, all the way around. it's not gonna change. If anything, it might get worse.
I don't know. I feel like it's kind of better.
It's kind of better in certain situations and kind of worse in some other situations.
Absolutely.
So overall,
I still think black wealth is still shitty, right? But
we're not making a whole bunch of progress, and it's not gonna. We're not seeing another 150 anyway.
So you think we've plateaued? Because obviously I as a people have hit an up, right? But do you think that we have plateaued?
Well, depending on what you're talking about,
as a society,
we on our way down.
But society is plateauing, right?
In certain instances, I mean, it's...
Oh, that's true. Interracial dating.
There's a lot of good things that are happening and progressing, and then there's a lot of stuff that's just not progressing. Like, you think it'd be super simple to just fix certain things, and for whatever reason, it's not. And, yeah, so... I think the gap is widening in so many different ways, right? So yeah, the ceiling is higher. The ceiling is higher, but the floor is a lot lower too. The gap of the haves and the have-nots, whether that be money, intelligence, common sense, all that is widening. It's either like, damn, you really got your shit going on, or damn, you're fucking dumb as fuck.
Oh, you know what? I disagree with you though, because I don't think when you said a lot of things are being controlled by not even people with like money, just like miscommunication, right? For example, I didn't think about this till I watched it, and I didn't think I was gonna watch it. I did watch the and I totally forgot about that. What's my dude, Jack Sparrow?
Pirates of the Caribbean?
Yeah, but my dude Amber Heard and what's his name, bro? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I want to say Leonardo DiCaprio so bad. What's his name, man?
I'm gonna let you stir on it.
Nah, bro.
Edward Scissorhands.
Yeah, same dude.
I know.
The same dude. Come on, man. Tommy Lee. I'm not big on the white heroes, right? What's bro's name, man? You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Amber Heard and
Jack Sparrow.
all right, man.
Let's go ahead, proceed.
What's his name, bro?
I'm gonna just say it randomly. Keep
You
going.
can't remember, huh?
Huh?
You don't remember his name. That's what it is.
What's eating Gilbert Grape?
You said what?
That's my shit. You said Leo, but they're both in that actual movie together.
Which is crazy because I was trying to think of like when did he become like that Johnny Depp? Son of a bitch. So
son of a gun.
I had to look it up on Google. Mess with you. So Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. A lot about their trial, right? Like the stuff that we saw that made Amber sound crazy was actually very mild into what actually happened in his trial. So Netflix has a documentary on it, and it was pretty much like Johnny Depp, like in a few clips that they showed, Buddy was lit out of his mind, like just sleeping random places, high out of his mind, yelling and slamming shit. His argument always was like never to her, but the people on social media, like these little fake law people that we get information from or whatever, that's like, well, I think in the courtroom it's all opinion, right? But like social media and people get underneath the comments and start, believing the shit, like, and they take things, they clip it, don't give you the full context, and then just say, hey, so like, do I feel like, the people that own everything or have all the money or whatever are the ones that are controlling the world anymore? Not necessarily. I think it's the people behind fucking like these social media sites, these boardroom companies.
But those are people that own everything.
Yeah, but I don't think they do it to like acquire anything other than it is just to cause utter chaos.
Well, yeah, because
even the media,
if we can keep you distracted, then we can do what we're really trying to get off in the background.
Somebody told me they wouldn't be surprised if a war started next week. They talking about one-day tropical storms or whatever all week long, and wouldn't be surprised if like a war came up or like something happened, or this is the way that the market can get.
We don't need a storm for that. We always ready to go to war.
Nah, we try everything.
No, America's like, look at me wrong, and we come.
Nah, they don't want to do that.
What you mean?
There's so many dudes I know in the military that just did nothing all day. Just you sit there and wait for something that you don't want to come.
You're talking, but we've been in war for like 30 years straight. We have never not been in war since we've been alive.
But the way in which we fight those wars, they want it to be like how it is right now. completely peaceful, and fight those wars without people figuring
Peaceful to who? It's peaceful to you because you wake up not thinking
That's
about
what
the
I'm
shit
saying,
every
because
day.
we don't know. That's the point of it. They don't want any
Real shit be happening.
They
out
don't
there.
want any publicly advertised wars. I know there's CIA operatives out somewhere, and on a quest.
No, America's problem is we be in everybody's business.
True,
because it benefits us.
but we not even the bad chick.
Be in everybody's business just to be in it.
Yeah, but we not. That's what I'm saying. We not the bad chick. All right, let's get up out of here, man. Hit my hand claps, bro, because I need to do some mock drafts. We gave y'all. I didn't even complain about this episode. We got lost in the sauce and conversation. I did it backwards, and then at like maybe 30 minutes ago, I was like, damn, I don't think we ever gonna make it to the end. But when you do it completely backwards like that, you I don't know where my brain was gonna be at to consistently come up with new info. I liked it that way, like random shit to fill in time at the back end of it, because now like I got my brain computed and moving. Anyway, 3 cheers. Trying to think back. I don't have anything to 3 cheers, bro. Do you?
Nope.
Nothing to say. It's that weird time of year, dog. Where it's like there's your baseball team's out of it. You don't even care about baseball. Football's within reach, and I realized how my Sundays change around football season. It's like a 3-month time span where I spend a good vast majority of my Sundays indoors. Like I'm not outside. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I think we all inside today.
Absolutely. There ain't nothing to do. I mean, as soon as the rain come.
I mean, we got a fantasy draft later. We got a...
Yeah, look like I'm going. Look like you come to the house with me real quick while I get dressed. She ain't gonna like it. But whatever. Take the street way.